Racing, Elite Machine began okay, and he's going to muscle to the front. What was anyone scared about? Runaway to Mars goes to second, and then Nanga Chief Momentum. Katchu is fifth, and then Supercharged, Disco Daisy, and Fava Manelli down the back straight. Elite Machine in cruise control, out by 3 lengths, over Runaway to Mars, and then Nanga Chief. Katchu's running on the outside of Momentum. He turns for home, though. The pride of WA, Elite Machine, he's back. And he's back with a bang.
That was Elite Machine at Cannington last Saturday night, dispelling any queries that he was ready to return to racing. Welcome to the Wednesday preview. I am James Broadhurst, and joining me in the hot seat is the monarch of the mic, the regal race caller, and the man who called Elite Machine across the line last Saturday, Hayden King. How are you, Hayden?
I'm very well, James. Great to be back. How are you?
I'm going fantastically. Not as well as Elite Machine. That was some sort of comeback last week, wasn't it?
Aptly named Elite Machine. That was exactly what he was when Victoria's here on Saturday, and straight to the front. Elementary success, really. Never looked like being challenged and did the job in a sparkling time. As I alluded to in the call, I was pretty shocked, and I wasn't sure if it was true or not, because there were some dogs that were in close enough proximity to him, and they in turn have run personal bests. But Elite Machine back with a bang.
It certainly was. Goes around at Cannington this Saturday night in a free-to-all. Not sure you're going to get the $3 you got about him last week in this week's race against a 5-dog field, but he gets a chance for another hit out as he heads towards what I assume he's heading towards the Group 2 All-Star Sprint Series, which kicks off the following week. Hey Hayden, we've got a couple of races we want to look at this weekend. Why don't we get stuck into that? We'll start with the one on Friday night, and we are going towards race 6. This is the Essential Air Course Services free-to-all over the 520-metre journey, and out of box 1 here we've got Momentum. Now, last week's run was his quickest over the 520 since the start of September last year. The old stager still got that early pace. Okay, got outgunned by Elite Machine last week. No shame in that. Should be up on the pace again here from box 1. Question for you to answer in a moment. Is he a smoky for a drought-breaking win here? Speaking of drought breakers, what about Hinto collecting his first win since January last Saturday night? Let's go back and have a look at it. And it was a perfect scenario for Hinto. He gets plenty of room out in box 8 to work his way into the race. He's untouched to the turn, and then all of a sudden he's zipping past Lentil Manelli and is on the heels of the leading Ripon Tomahawk in the back straight. Hinto stalks the leader and then pushes past Ripon Tomahawk at the final turn. Lentil Manelli lifts to move up into second place, but it's all Hinto. He's not getting caught from there, and he cruises over the line in 29.74. Great win from Hinto. As mentioned, perfect storm for him being able to get that clear run through, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. After about 90 metres, there was only one dog he wanted to be on, and that was Hinto. Into that first turn, he used that chicanery to get down toward the inside, and he manoeuvred into third, then second, and entering the back straight. Simply, it was a matter of time before he was about to blow past and salute. So he shows what he's capable of when he puts it all together. Will he put 2 runs like that together? That's the big question now.
Will he get that run?
Well, it's different, isn't it? Because he won't have the luxury of box number 8 and all that room necessarily on Friday.
Another dog that I want to mention, at least out of this field, is Obstroppa. So at the other end of the scale to Hinto, he had his winning streak come to an end in a 3-dog race. Could not get past Inside Scoop there. What did you make of that run, and can he rebound in this race?
I wasn't disappointed by the run, because Inside Scoop went 29.74. Very nice dog when he gets things on his own terms. Speaking of perfect storms, that was probably it for Inside Scoop. Small field, able to dictate to them, and was able to run the necessary time. So, no, he can bounce back.
Okay, go back to my original question.
Momentum.
What are your thoughts there?
It's a bit of a weird race, that Elite Machine one, because, as you mentioned, the time he ran his fastest since last September. All of the dogs in that race have run really quick time, so you've got to put a bit of a question mark on it. But he did run a reasonable race under any circumstance. So hopefully he's able to produce something similar to that this week, and that will hold him very competitive.
What if he leads from box 1? A good chance to lead?
If he does lead, he'd be pretty hard to beat. I think the only dog he wouldn't really want on his hammer is Hinto. Obstropolis is reasonably strong, but Hinto, you'd say, is the stronger of the two. So, yeah, it'd be pretty dangerous under those circumstances.
Have we missed any other dogs in this one that we think might be a winning chance here?
We've probably got the main ones. Halcyon Days is the other one that's a bit of a step up from the races he's been able to win, but he looks progressive enough, and he's running to that standard each time that holds him in good stead. So, yeah, we've probably got the key chances. The others would be a little more surprising.
Leaning towards anyone in this one?
I would say Hinto, but again, whether he can do that again remains to be seen. But if he does it again, I think I'm pretty confident he'd be winning.
All right, there we go. That is the free-to-all at Cannington on Friday night. The other race we're looking at on the preview this week is race 5 on Saturday night. This is the novice over the 520 metre journey, and drought breaking. A little bit of a theme on our show today, Hayden. Is this Eugenius's moment to break the drought? He's been placed in 4 of his past 5 and comes up against a field that's pretty inexperienced. He also has the edge in early pace on most of these. That's my case for him. Do you agree with that, or can you make a case for some of the other dogs in this one?
I can make a case for the others, because seldom does Eugenius salute in first place. So
that's the same for pretty much most of these other dogs.
I understand, but he probably has more indiscretions than the rest of the pack, and particularly a lot of close-up finishes where he's been there to win his race and he just hasn't been able to quite seal the deal. So I do think he is going to prove tough to beat. He probably is one of the ones to beat.
I think he starts favourite in this?
I think he's a potential favourite. Tommy's Ghost is the other one that will take up a fair chunk of the market, and then you've got others like Starlight Ariel, a little bit bitter, who are likely to be held in close commission. So, yeah, he's a potential favourite.
Tommy's Ghost, of course, goes around tonight, so maybe watch and see what happens with that dog. Interesting race, though, isn't it, this one? It's pretty open.
Yeah, well, Starlight Ariel was able to find the front on the first turn last week, dashed away, scored a comprehensive success there. A little bit bitter, had zero luck. I think he could be the real improver off that run last week, because he just found so much difficulty in the run, and if it does pan out better for him, I would not be shocked in the slightest if he was able to win. Sunset Caribbean would need to show me some more. He failed to finish last time out. Tommy's Ghost did chase pretty doggedly in that race last time out, so have to give him credit for that. My Anarchy Boy was very good first time at the races, was a gallant second. Box number 5 makes it a bit tough though. Zinc is going to find it difficult. Eugenius, we've touched on, a Molfetta Drive is another who is going to find it hard from out there. Yeah, it's an intriguing race, this novice, as these novices often
tend
are.
To be, yes.
One of them is going to break through and get another win.
Okay, Starlight Ariel, a little bit better, as you mentioned, might be looked at in the market here by a lot of punters. They're only at the start of their career. Are they the ones with the most potential beyond this race?
Tommy's Ghost as well, and My Anarchy Boy, they're still in the fledgling steps of their career. So, look, honestly, I think if I was going to take a dog out of the race, Eugenius has performed at a higher level than all of them by probably a rung of the ladder, but I like the way Little Bit Bitter has been going. I think there's more to come from that dog, so if that answers your question, yeah. Okay.
All right. That is the novice at Cannington on Saturday night. Also racing at headquarters tonight. The first at 6:30. One free entry, as it is each and every night here at Greyhounds WA. We've got the heats of the Kanyana Trophy. That's not where I'm heading for my best bet, though. I'm heading towards race 3, number 1, Ghost Emoji. I'm prepared to overlook completely the run last week. He just missed the start and got tangled up pretty much the entire journey. Put a line through it. Look at the run previously where he was able to clock a really nice time, under 30 seconds on debut. So I'm hoping that he breaks through for his maiden tonight at Cannington. It's going to be pretty short, I'd suggest, but race 3, number 1, Ghost Emoji for me. Who do you like tonight, Hayden?
I'm saving the best till last. Race 12, number 6, Hello Wayne. Look for him to balance up, hopefully close enough in a small field, and he'll be peppering to the line, and he's a strong finisher. If he's within Kui, look out, he'll be slashing over the top. Race 12, number 6, Hello Wayne.
Speaking of strong finishers, Sage to Neil, going around in the semi-finals of the $1 Million Chase on Friday night. Pretty decent hit out in a trial over there last weekend, so fingers crossed Sage to Neil can progress into that series.
Yeah, it comes up against a tough opponent, bang next door in JSJ, who's been on the Eastern Seaboard and doing a fantastic job over there. So she will need to be right on top of it to get the money, but hopefully she does, and hopefully she can bank a spot in that lucrative prize pool.
Absolutely. Best of luck to Sage Neil. Best of luck with your investments over the weekend. Hey, if you can't make it down to the track, make sure you join us next week on the Wednesday preview.